Hello, my name is Bill Livingston. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let's say that you have something to sell, and the next step that you're considering is how to get the word out. So what you do is you invite people to a meeting, and at that meeting you invite maybe a billboard company, maybe a television company, and an internet marketer, or even an agent from Home Advisor, and of course then you invite me. So the question that you ask at the beginning of the meeting is this. Say, what I'm interested in is only paying for advertising that gets my phone to ring from qualified prospects that are interested in hearing what I have to say, not what they have to say. So therefore, if I don't want to hear from any telemarketers on a phone call, I don't want to hear from existing customers. I don't want to have people that have called me before on that phone. All I want to do is hear from new customers, new prospects that we've determined are interested in my products that I have to sell. So the first thing that happens is the billboard company representative steps up and says, well, look, advertise with me, because 10,000 people a day are going to see your advertisement on that billboard when they drive down the interstate. And then the television company comes up and says, well, I can do better than that. 100,000 people a month are going to see your advertisement on our channel. So there's no way that you could beat that. The internet marketer comes up and says, I'll have your advertisement on page 1 of Google. So how could it beat that? People using the internet these days to do their research, and you'll be right there on the first page for them to see. And then after that, the Home Advisor representative steps up and says, now if you're a contractor, and says, I'll be sending you an email from interested prospects, and all you have to do is give them a call. And then you sort of think, okay, well, this meeting is not going the way that I'd planned. So you say, folks, look, I understand that branding is very important, and that's not what I'm interested in today. All those things that you've talked about have to do with branding. I'm talking about actually getting phone calls to my phone or to one of my representative calls from people that are interested in hearing more about what we have to sell. So I'm not interested in building a brand now. That's something completely different than what I want today. And so at that point, that's when I step up and I say, I can do that. We can do that. That's what we do. That's solely what we focus on, is getting qualified prospects to call you so you can talk to them and they'll be interested in hearing what you have to say or your representatives have to say about your company. So only that. We take care of all the other stuff. If we have to advertise, and if we get ourselves on page 1 to call you, or if we do advertising on TV or the radio or whatever we have to do, what we do is get those people to call you. You don't have to mess with all that other stuff. That's our job. Okay, so that's what we do. So when people call you, coming through our system, basically you'll be being called through a tracking system, and from that tracking system and that number that shows up on your phone or your representative's phone, you'll be able to actually see sort of what the subject is that the person is calling about. We'll tell you what the theme is for our advertising, and so you'll sort of understand the context that the person is calling in or from. So you may answer the phone in different ways. We can also provide you with different numbers for different types of products or services you might have. So then you'll know exactly, or your representative will know, okay, well, this one's about a service product that we have, and this is about a sales product that we have. So there are many different ways that we can customize our programs to fit your particular objectives, whether company-wide or you personally. So another thing that we do is we offer recording the phone calls so that you can go back and you can listen to the conversation, and you can also listen to how your representatives handle the call, to see if they're doing a good job on converting those calls into sales or appointments for you. So if you're the other thing that we do is that if for some reason you had a person that called you and they were not interested in what you had to say, or they weren't they were a telemarketer about some other product or whatever, they were looking to sell you something instead of you sell them something, okay, then what we do is we listen to that recording, and we simply and you can listen to the recording also, and you simply don't pay for that. We actually we don't take that money out of your account, or we actually put that money back into your account if we've already billed it. So at the end of a period of time, we go over those to make sure that we audit those calls to make sure that you're not paying for a qualified phone call. So let me just check my notes here to see if there's anything else that I missed. But basically, there's not really anybody out there that I know of that can compete with us because they don't want to give the guarantees that we make. Now, we won't make as much money, and of course, but we will make sure that you're happy with the service, and I think you will be. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, I invite you to give us a call or give me an email, and then I'll respond to it personally, or someone will, and we'll go over what requirements you have, what your objectives are, and we'll study the competition, we'll study the marketplace, and we'll determine whether we think that we can help you or not. And so if we can, we'll devise a plan and we'll get started, and it can go pretty fast. The other thing that happens is if we start the program and you get overwhelmed with calls, or you just can't keep up, or you need to hire additional staff, all you have to do is let us know, and we'll stop the program. If you've met your objectives, then any unspent funds we have in your account we'll send back to you. If in many cases you might just want to pause it until you can sort of catch up and adjust for things, and then we resume that campaign. So we customize our programs around serving you and your unique circumstances. So if this is the kind of thing you might be interested in, give me a call, or my phone number, or the phone number is going to show up immediately after this, and you'll be able to either call me or you can email me, and I will get back to you, and we'll study to see whether I think that we can give you some help, and of course determine how much the fees would be. So in any event, I look forward to hearing from you, and good luck regardless whether you call or not. Okay. Thank you very much.